Hi friends! Today I'm going to share with you one of our favorite recipes in this house, and it is our banana chocolate chip muffins. And these ones I make, I've been making gluten-free just because I've been trying to stay away from gluten. You can use regular flour in place of the gluten-free flour if you would like, but I'm going to show you today how to make them gluten-free. Okay, so first you're gonna need 3 pretty ripe bananas. They're in here already. These are medium size, okay? And you're gonna add everything to a blender and then we're gonna blend this all up. So I have 1 tablespoon of almond milk. This is the toasted coconut almond milk. It adds a nice little bit of flavor. And then I have 1 egg. I always crack my eggs in a container first because, yep, there's a shell. Oh, that one did not do well. Cut. Okay, so I got my shells out of my egg. I have 1 egg here. And then I have 1 tablespoon of liquid coconut oil. And then 1/4 cup of honey. So there is no sugar in this recipe aside from the natural sugars in the banana and then honey, which I really like too because I'm trying to stay away from refined sugars. And honey or maple syrup is a really good replacement, but the honey in this is so good. And then we add chocolate chips. So I guess there is a little bit of sugar in those. Okay, and then you're gonna need a 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. This is the kind I usually use. You can use whatever kind of Greek yogurt you want. This is a little more than 1/2 cup. It's 5.3 ounces. So 1/2 cup is like 4 ounces. Yeah. So put that in the blender. It always comes out perfect when I make them, so the 1 and 1.3 ounces doesn't seem to make a difference. So and then I have a tablespoon of vanilla. Okay, we are gonna blend all of this together on high for 1 minute. Okay, so that's blended up nice and smooth in there. And now we are gonna move on to our dry ingredients. So you're gonna need 1.5 cups of flour. This is a kind of gluten-free flour. I've been using the baking flour. Works really nicely. I can't even hardly tell a difference between this and regular flour. I think the consistency of the muffins, and I've used it in other stuff too, but it works really well. But you can use whatever kind of flour you would like. And then, so it's 1.5 cups of flour, and then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Yeah. Oops. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then you're gonna just mix that together. And then we're gonna pour our wet ingredients in with our dry ingredients. So we're just gonna pour that in. As you can see, that's pretty liquidy, but once it mixes all together, it'll be a good texture. Okay, so then you're gonna mix your wet and dry ingredients together just until combined. You don't want to over mix it. They won't be as fluffy. Puffy, fluffy, you know. Okay, and then you have a 1/2 cup of I use the mini chocolate chips, semi-sweet. I'm gonna put them in. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but in the beginning I should have said to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And you're gonna spray muffin tins with any kind of like baking oil. This has avocado oil in it, I believe. A friend got this for me for Christmas. It's amazing because you can just spray right in to your muffin tins and that just pre-greases them. Okay. And then you're gonna fill each muffin cup about 3/4 full. So I like to use an ice cream scoop for mine. I just feel like that's a good amount, and they usually come out really well this way. Okay, when you have your muffin mix evenly distributed in your 12 muffin tins, you want to put a little extra chocolate on top, because who doesn't like a little extra chocolate? Okay, we're gonna put these in the oven and we're gonna bake these at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes until they are brown on top and a toothpick comes out clean in the middle. These look good, guys. Looks like they're done. They've been in for 20 minutes. And I'm just gonna check them here with a toothpick. They look perfect. I hope you guys enjoy. They are best fresh out of the oven. And if you want to overindulge a little, just put a little butter on and it melts into them and it's delicious.